We're here in Hollywood working on Disc 44, which is a short animated film directed by Wang and Federico Gaggero here. I'm involved and was involved with the producing / writing side of the project, and Federico Gaggero is the leader of the animation part of the project. Why don't you tell us, Federico, about what we're seeing here?
Now we're in the process of finishing the backgrounds. I'm just creating one of the backgrounds for this scene. So this is the main background, the main set, which is the FBI office. Actually, this is a flat colors version, and I will pass everything to our colleague and friend Luigi, the lead background artist. Like I'm doing the flat version of the backgrounds. Then he will complete it in a painterly style.
And then there's a third person.
Yeah, of course. Elisa Glori, very close friend of mine and a very talented artist as Luigi, will create the asset, and so the asset for the animation, the layout, and together we will create the final scene in which the backgrounds completed by Luigi and the characters drawn by Elisa, animated by me, will be finally compressed in the final scene. Like we can see here, for instance, this is one of the almost completed scene in which we can
blow it up, or?
Yeah, we can see one of the completed scene in which we can see trans family happily dining in their house, unaware of what is about to happen.
It's great you simulate a dolly move there, and then also I asked to try to create a noirish style feel, and you did a great job of using to make it feel noir, but then also incorporating colors as well.
Yeah, our goal was to use colors in a very expressive way, so we just
work the color script.
Yeah, we work a lot actually on the color script. So as you remember, we tried to focus on which kind of colors was the best for express what's going to happen.
Just want to say quickly how Disc 44 is inspired by the real case of Wen Ho Lee, who was a Taiwan-born scientist who was put through the ringer by the U.S. government because of suspected espionage for China, which is ridiculous because Taiwan and China don't really like each other. But Wen Ho Lee's case was like a super case of civil injustice in this country's history. You're going to talk about these characters?
Yeah. So in the beginning we worked a lot on the production, the visual development of the characters. Elisa, Luigi and I drew a lot of version of how Tran could be, and in the end Elisa did the final version of the characters, and I think he did a great job to express like it's a mixture between like serious and ironic shades, so I think it works very well. And here we have, for instance, Tran. They are all turned around so they can be useful for the final animations. Here we have the son, Tran's wife. Here we have Hughes, Cohen, which I really like.
Super angular, super like absurdist.
Exactly.
Right?
We try to have a more like softer shapes here, and more like triangle shapes for Cohen and Hughes. Here we have Tadashi. Yeah, I just wanted to give some kind of idea of perspective with some. You know, we always do it like this, which gives a materic feel. And
so this is the part where I point my finger. Do this, do that.
Exactly. Okay. And but this is pretty much it, because after this Luigi will
you sort of like soften it.
Yeah, I still feel like Photoshop is the standard and it's a little bit most comfortable tool for these kind of things.
So you're using looks like a tablet here.
Yeah, of course.
Or,
yeah, tablet. I couldn't live without my tablet.
Yeah, so sort of a glorified trackpad.
Yeah, exactly. It has points of pressure, so it's like, of course, it's like drawing on real life, in which, depending on how you press the brush. Here we have another scene in which Tran comes inside the...
This here is almost like an homage to Kafka's The Trial.
Yeah, exactly. This is actually not the definitive one. It is the definitive one.
Oh, you mean the more final version?
The more final version, yeah.
Is it changeable? Like, is it still a work in progress?
I mean, that is meant to be completed, but we can still go back.
You know what would be really cool?
Mm-hmm.
Is if you could have it keep going back like into infinity, you know, without a wall there. Is that possible?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it would just look more like daunting if this just keeps going on forever and you don't know where it stops. You
Okay,
know?
good idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
let me...
Be even more Kafka.
This 44 was a live action movie before being animation, so...
Yeah, live action short. It was
Yeah.
called The Profile.
So we had to work quite a lot on the storyboard just to decide how to convert the live action version of the story in something that could be doable in animation.
Mm-hmm.
So the storyboard was really important. Following your instruction and working on different version of it, we decided we're up to a 10 minutes version of the story. And this is just it's like the blueprint of all the animation. So every background, every animation, every character is based on the storyboard. So it's like a very important part of the process.
Yeah.
So here we have, for instance, here we have Tron and Tron dining. This is the storyboard, and this is the final version of the scene.
Yeah, it's huge difference. Very, very, very nice to see how
Yeah,
started out and then final
Yeah.
product. Yeah.
exactly. It's like kind of interesting because here we didn't even know how the characters would look like.
Yeah.
So it's just like sketching out the idea, but you can really find the feel of the atmosphere, the camera angle, and the situation, even though you can't even recognize Tran in its final version.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, I really like this part of the storyboard.
Yes.
Very
Awesome.
special. Yeah, and it's very sketched out. It's very rough, but you can really feel the emotions and the tension with the black and white. I mean, not black and white because we have color, but like these very dark shadows. We try to work on expressive close-ups, which are like easy to animate but are very strong. For instance, hand on the table must be very like strong meaning. Or for instance, also the close-up on the empty chair that becomes Tran on the prison scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then we played on this kind of changes.
Yeah, those transitions are very like they're almost like Altman-esque kind of.
Yeah. Also another transition I like is this one in which the...
It becomes the FBI building.
Yeah. Or the door actually.
Guard, we're done. You're done.
Okay. Is that what is that supposed to be, a prison door?
Yeah, I was thinking something like very graphical, like a door with...
It doesn't have to be anywhere.
No.
Because a prison door doesn't look like.
No. I was thinking something very abstract, like a door that closes and a red light, something like abstract. Then we have another transition here, which I think it's cool.
That's great. Yeah, that's awesome. It's great with the lighting effect, even though it's just a rough storyboard. I mean.